You know, I don't know what the history of. I remember Malcom coming into town. I remember him being at my dad's law office. I remember the TV cameras coming in there and capturing them in an interview, like WTVD, you know, and local newspapers and stuff. And they had. The debate was originally supposed to be on Central's campus, and it was canceled. Then they were going to do WD Hill Community Center, and they closed the door and then it ended up at the Pine Street taxi cab stand. I remember that very clearly. During the debate, you know, they talked about more kind of integration. The pros and cons of integration. All right, my dad was very much into school integration and very much into, you know, desegregation of public facilities. But my dad's big point was you can have integration, you can have desegregation without having assimilation. And when I say assimilation, by becoming like whites and acquiring white values, you could be separate, unique, distinct, and have a culture of your own. You do not have to be assimilated into white society. So yes, you can have integration, you can have desegregation without having assimilation. That was the thrust that I recall from being there that night. Mm-hmm. That's the way I would express it.
And Malcolm's
position was that, you know, he thought it was inevitable that there would be basically this assimilation. He did not see how you could stop that from occurring. I mean, I'm seeing that, in my mind, that was the departure between the two. And my father was very much into entrepreneurship and things. I mean, before he called it black capitalism, he called it entrepreneurship. And, you know, and the black Muslims were always into, you know, having their own businesses and selling their bean pies back then.
How did that relationship form between Malcolm?
Between Malcolm and my dad? It was a very respectful. I mean, these guys were joking. I mean, they were like friends. They were not hostile at all. No hostility between them on that occasion. And I think I remember seeing them on another occasion after then together, you know. With King, I mean, they got along well. He always referred to King as Mike. You know, that was his nickname for King. I didn't know, Mike. We always heard him refer to him half the time, rather than Martin. I don't think I ever heard him really call him Martin. You know, but Stokely was a good man. I used to really like Stokely.